Are you looking for answers about extraterrestrials or maybe the true meaning of life? Then you have come to the right place. Welcome to the Ivan Teller online broadcast. Please subscribe to this YouTube channel. And for more details, please visit ivanteller.com and learn more about your galactic families.
Greetings all. Blessings to everyone. This is a positive message from the Men in Black. It's been a while since he's connected to them, for a good reason. We're going to more of a disclosure project. If you want, you have to call it something, something around those lines of information. Some of this is probably already known, but we'll see how things go. I don't know exactly what's going to come through. I have another one after this, not with the Men in Black. That I figured, it's always nice to have an idea of what's going on. So this is a positive from the Men in Black for others. I mean, most of them are neutral, but also realize that, you can talk to them no matter what. But this is more of neutral. It's more of a positive connection. It's to help us in many ways. So blessings, positive messages, positive vibrations. Use the energy of God to clear the space. Much love to you all. And hopefully you can hear me. Okay, blessings. Greetings. We are the Men in Black. Honesty is honest with yourselves, but as also with us is always honesty. Even if you don't want to hear it. At this time, we are willing to connect with you in a positive manner to allow you to go into a phase of awareness. We are allowed to be brutally honest, but also to shed some light into our existence. For many of you, many are under, I would not say our control, but over reptilian control at this time. I believe you understand what that is. And we are part of the operations that are in secret, but we do move around your media companies. Fox News is one of them, and there are others. That is a big one where we have the most impact because they are the largest one, so we put most of our people there. Of course, many are not aware of what we are doing, but I believe you have an idea where we can manipulate minds, you can say, to a certain extent for certain agendas. I believe you are aware of this. And I can give you the cure of that also. Realize within your media there is much negativity there now, isn't there? Isn't it swamped with negativity? Yes, there might be a laugh here and there, There is a positive air there, but mostly it's a negative because of the news that keeps your earth at a low vibration. And we are there to push the buttons, you can say, to keep your earth in the area it wishes to be at. But understand how to release yourself from this, because we are allowed to mention this, and some of you are already aware, to just detach the control mechanisms around you. These negative vibrations that is set in your news, you can move away from it, surround yourself with energy of light to bring protection. A positive intention, a shield, is one way of looking at it. The more you connect with your God, the more you disconnect from our influences. Now, the reason we are mentioning this, why I am allowed, is because you realize many will not listen, or even think this is true, or even just think it's just rubbish. So more reason to bring it about. This is on this show. We are on being honest and showing we have no problem putting the truth out there. And where we watch your society look away in disbelief. Because the negative vibrations in your media is very strong. Also, with the music industry that is where it's the strongest. At least in your major labels. The other ones are not so major. You do not see it so much. Your talent agency, the major players in your music industry, I believe you can connect the dots there. And we will leave you with that. But there is much positivity within the music industry also. But it's mostly the lower echelons. Even sometimes in the upper, there's always not necessarily a balance, but there's always light and dark always moving around. But usually the dark is the one that keeps a hold on your society, as you see. And yes, for children that are listening to the pop music of the day, might want to listen to something else that's less popular, because that's usually where all the signals are placed. Of course, you can always release yourself from that, but maybe you don't know how to do that. Just as I said, you can listen to what you call sublime music that controls you, tells you what to think and how to act. It keeps you at a low vibration. You can always break those chains, but you have to be willing to do so. As for us, the MIB, most of us were abducted as children and put into this program. Some of us were actually grown within the program itself. I will leave you with that thought. Some of us are abducted from other worlds because our energies, but we are earthlings that have been manipulated also. And usually it's done by a young age. I said old, a young age where this happens. That's the easiest for manipulation. Sometimes it's of older age, but usually it is not a wise decision for that. That has happened time to time where some are inducted into our system, but mostly not at all. Our message to you: go on with your awakening process. We realize much of your society wishes not to hear. But we will give you clues into unlocking these chambers that are around you. The cell that's been put around your society for so long can easily be opened. You open your heart to yourself and have a loving manner to your peers. A true loving manner. A loving manner where your whole deck of cards, you could say, is laid out on the table. Where you are not judging anyone, they are not judging you. A peaceful time between your neighbor. That raises your vibration. The more of you that are connected with friends and family in a more positive manner unlocks our hold on your world. It's very simple. But many do not do that. Many in your families put a lot of blanket of negativity within your families, now don't they? They feel that's the way to be, isn't it? I'm being a good parent by being very negative. There are many chambers, and understand within your family circles is how I would not say we, but those of your Illuminati How do they rule your planet? It's through the family. You deprogram the family. You move in materialism and negativity and monetization, and you remove love, at least the true definition of it. And that's how you have your world. It is very simple. It does not take much. It does take time for it to be built. But once it's there, it is hard to unlock now, isn't it, as you see on your planet? But yes, our energies are everywhere. We're aware of a grand awakening upon us for the MIB and your culture. And you be honest with you. Be honest. To be honest with you, we are more than happy to work with those in a positive manner. It is a great warning for us. And also, we don't have to be a part of this episode, you can say, of keeping your earth quiet. Because realize your world is not ready for disclosure now, is it? At least in certain places. And it's up to us to keep it in a blind state. But that does not mean while it opens, many agents turn to the light. I did not say who I am. You can call me D. But many agents go into the light and more than ever happy to help. You'd be surprised. Just like any other species that's seen in a negative way, there's always a positive somewhere. And there is your negative, yes, it's negative is one way. Even your human culture does not understand the way we see things. But yes, there is a suppression here, but that's mostly by your elites, not by your men in black. We are just doing what we are told. Your elites are the ones, and these are humans, who wish to keep your world in a blanket state, a blind state of mind. But unlocking all of this is quite simple. Within your family unit, to bring a positivity there, where there's differences, bring connections, bring more positivity. This will up many things. It will turn your world around. It certainly will, but you see how many families it's very difficult. Even those that still do not agree, you can still send love to each other with positive intentions. You'd be surprised. That will lift your spirits up tremendously. Differences, yes. Love, no matter what, love those differences. Accept that person for who they truly are. Yes, it is difficult, we understand. And forgiveness. Much forgiveness is always need to be done in the family. Oh, isn't that the truth of it, though? Now, isn't it? But to bring a positive light into your world is very easy and very possible. We send love to you. There's many more messages, but we want to keep it simple at this time. Because the foundations of your planet are coming together as for disclosure and an honesty. An honesty to heighten your vibrations, to bring clarity also. Of how magnificent you are in your world. We send love to you. We have the men in black. There's so much more to come. But this is all we have for this time. Much love. Blessings.